Hello, hello, True Nature Medicine Tribe. It is Sarah Jane from Access Your True Nature. And it is a beautiful Friday. I don't know if you can see that, but the sky is looking beautiful and dark, which is a good thing for us. It's been a really, really hot day today in Johannesburg, and we need all the rain that we can get right now. To get the water levels up and the dams filled and the plants and the animals thriving again. And I don't know, it's just Friday. It's been another week has gone, and I wanted to just show you something amazing. I was hoping to do this morning because this is my beautiful apricot tree. And every year this tree, and it's about, I don't know, 30 years old. It's really, really old. I don't know if you can see. It just constantly pulls out fruit, no matter what the weather is, no matter how much water it's gone. And you can see on the floor here that the lories and the birds have been having an absolute feast. And last year I actually didn't get to make apricot jam because they ate all the fruit. Before they were actually really ripe. You can see all the pips. They've actually picked a lot of it off already, and that's okay. Hi Tracy. Thank you for joining me for my Friday sundowner little conversation. I really wanted to just talk about, hi Christina, you've had a big dose of me this week. But yeah, so the sky it's sundowner time here. Looks like a big lot of rain is on its way. I hope it comes and cools everything down. And just looking at this tree and the birds that are really going at it every morning and just enjoying the fruit, it's just like, wow, you know what? This apricot tree, it doesn't hold back anything. It knows that there's enough, and you know what? Maybe I won't get to make apricot jam this year, but I don't know. What wants to come through me right now is just to say, be present with where you are. Be present in this moment as the best moment you're ever going to have. The predictability of it is that this tree, until it eventually falls down because it's really, really old, it's going to keep making beautiful apricots once a year. And if I'm lucky and the birds don't eat it, I get to make apricot jam once a year and enjoy the apricot chili jam and all the variations of it. And if I don't, it's okay, because I can get apricots somewhere else. But it's just like, don't hold back. Don't hold back your beautiful presence and your power, because you have more to give. You are a creative genius, and there's more where it came from. So what if your only purpose in life right now is just to stay present to what each moment is asking of you? What if we stop having to look for the purpose as the one and only thing? Presence is all there actually is. And today your purpose might be to just go fully out and serving your clients. Maybe tomorrow you have to take care of a child that's sick. And maybe the day after might be to finally finish a chapter in your book. What if we could be that flexible? And what if it was that simple? What if that is your purpose, is just to stay present in this moment? Oh, Tracy, I love you guys. I love the hearts. Keep bringing them to me. Because, what is better than just being present with you in this very moment? And just allowing the flow of that to be whatever it wants to be and whatever it wants to come through you, as this is the best moment that I will ever have. And maybe I'm never going to get this moment back again, talking to you at this particular time underneath my beautiful apricot tree, watching the clouds roll in. And what if that's just enough? What if that is fulfilling my purpose? What if that is just living into my legacy? What if it could be that simple, guys? Who's that? Nice to see you. all you people. I'm a little short-sighted without my glasses. But what if we could just stay present with that all the questions that you're asking are just magically being answered because you're living into your legacy? And what if destiny and purpose actually aren't a place where you have to kind of go on this big pilgrimage, you know, this big labor of love to go look for it outside of you? You know, what if this messy, beautiful adventure, this experiment that we're all in together is the journey? You know, that's already right there. It's available to you right now. Just like those apricots on the tree are like, I'm here, eat me. You know, what if we could just respond to that? And the pleasure of just watching the birds feasting themselves. What if that was just enough? So what if you don't need another program or another 5-step program? You know, what if you could just stay present in this moment, on this beautiful energy, wherever you are in the world, and just enjoy the present moment? What if that's just the best gift that you could give yourself right now, is the present moment? Monique Tierson, I haven't seen you for a long time. Hi, sweetheart. How you doing? You know, I've had so many of you that know me come seeking for more, looking for purpose. And what if there isn't just one purpose? No one has just one purpose. Life is fluid, and purpose has to be fluid. There has to be flow. And your purpose expands and shape shifts in every given moment in direct proportion to your life expanding and changing shape. You know, I have my kitty cat here. That's Splash. Hey, Splashy. Say hi. Say hi. You know, I see so many incredible multifaceted women that are here in my life. And I'm so grateful for you, you know, but so many women come and they just don't know who they are anymore because they're tired of being everything. And the endless questioning of what's my purpose? If I'm not growing kids or I'm not being a great lover, who am I? You know, what if we could just lean into the present and trust our intuition? Hi, Janine now. You know, what if it could be a moment by moment thing? It's morning where you are. Oh, that's so amazing. The sun's going down here. But what if the answer to that big question of what's my purpose is that simple? Because we've been fed the fantasies and insanities of, you know, Disney stories of happily ever after and perfect Barbie dolls that Mattel make, and all the well-intended Brothers Grimm and other fairy tales that we've been fed as the perfect life, and that's the purpose, that's one destiny and one purpose. And if we're not finding that outside of ourselves, then somehow we've missed the boat. Oh, my arm's getting tired of holding this up. But, you know, I want you to know that, you know, that's just crap. You know, that's not the truth. And I totally get it. I focused on that misery of what's my purpose, what am I here to do, for a long time while I was doing life beautifully and growing a legacy, but I couldn't receive it and I couldn't enjoy it because I was looking for something that was outside of me. And, you know, that just built on not enoughness. And I know that you know what I'm talking about here. Oh, there's my Snowy cat. Hey, Snowy. Hey, kitty. What's? Hey, kitty, kitty. All the kitties are coming out tonight. But yeah, you know, I'm just feeling so filled up, and I just wanted to share my fabulous Friday and this presence with you, because I've had some amazing people that are pushing themselves outside their comfort zone to get the results that they're looking for in every aspect of their life. And there's some amazing women and men in the Believe 7-Day Challenge. We're on day 4, and they are freaking doing the work. They're showing up. They're getting such incredible results. And one of the girls was saying when she did the money exercises from yesterday that she realized just how much she keeps giving her money away to everybody else and not having enough for herself. And we play this game, you know, if money was your lover, would you still be having sex? And they're like, wow, you know what? No. You know, how many ways are you making money go away? And they're putting money into their wallets, and they're feeling the abundance of having money and rolling in money and dancing and playing with money. But you have to own your own value. You have to own your own worth. And this beautiful soul was emailed me today, and this is what I love what I do. I'm so grateful I get to show up and do this every day. But she stood up in her power today and was willing to actually ask for the money because she was feeling undervalued and underpaid. And she freaking asked today a question, and her boss is paying for her. She's on a fully funded holiday because she asked. You know, he's paying for it. And I'm like, power to you, woman. But you have to be willing to ask. Hi, Alexandra, my beautiful women. So many beautiful women in here. So yeah, so we're really talking about training this week in the challenge. And you know, the power of taking consistent action is part of that, because you have to have that in order to create a phenomenal future. And I know that there's so many people that have found this year incredibly challenging, you know, but they're willing to look at the gift in it. If you can just see that everything that you've done up until this point has got you to this point where you're actually choosing to take inspired action, and taking something that's foreign or chaotic or scary and flipping it over to see how you're responding rather than reacting to it. You know, how are you taking inspired action to get the results that you want, regardless of what's going on in the world, politics or economy or whatever. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that today. You know, and I might not be an expert on all of it, but what I do know for true is that the world is in desperate need of some positive, inspired action from leaders that are stepping up like you. And, you know, I do know how to look really deep and intuitively within when the rest of the world's kind of like going, blah, blah, blah. You know, there's no sense in the crazy chaos that's going on right now. But I do. I have a lot of experience on knowing what it feels like to be unbelievably afraid and turn that fear into rocket fuel, not anger and destruction and judgment, to lead me into and closer to where I want to go and take the people that want to come play with me. You know, don't you love this stuff? But yeah, you know, what if you could empower yourself to be your own champion right now? You know, and I do have experience of finding light when actually the only things that I could see at the time in my life was in the shadows, in the darkness. I have a lot of experience with shame. I did a lot of work in the field. But you know what? I show up more positively and create more positive impact in the world despite what's going on around me, because I'm taking my training wheels off and I'm still training, and I've invested in that. So here is one way that I wanted to share with you how you can turn a reaction into a positive action. And it goes back to what I spoke about earlier about presence, you know, being the simplicity of presence, being in this moment. I mean, Steve Maraboli says that incredible change happens when you decide to take control of what you do have power over, instead of, like, you know, craving control over what you don't. You know, and that's a big topic I could talk all day about, because, you know, what if we have absolutely no control? And I know it's incredibly hard to accept things when things don't turn out the way that you want them to. And it is, but the only way to move forward is to create a foundation from that space of, oh crap, that didn't work, what now? You know, what do you do with what is rather than what could have been? That's the only thing we have in the present moment, and it's the only thing that's actually going to give you the results to move you forward to living into your legacy, to live an inspired life. And we only have so much energy to put out. And I don't know about you, but, you know, if I'm going to get into a car called life, I prefer to put my energy into moving that car forward by, you know, taking it for services, making sure it has oil, making the air pressures right in my tires, and there's oil and petrol, and, you know, that it's running like a dream, rather than wondering if, oh my God, is this car going to keep me safe? And, you know, are the airbags working? Or, oh my God, I could have a crash every time I go out of my gate and navigate my way through the crazy taxi drivers of Johannesburg streets. You know, can you relate to that? Are you with me here? Give me some love. Give me some hearts. Thank you for staying with me. But, you know, at the core, what if we have control over nothing? You know, that's one idea. Or what if you have control over what you choose to do in this day, in this moment, in this second of every day, to control what happens in life? You know, is you can't control what happens or how people show up, but you can respond to it, and being present in this moment, and also staying in your body, because your body is your greatest consciousness facilitator. It never leaves you. It's always going to make you right. So how about asking your body what it knows and tuning in and listening to that, rather than leaving your body? Because we learn how to do that when we're in trauma. We leave our bodies and watch our bodies being abused, you know. But you can show up in the world in your presence, and that's called faith and trust and grace and intuitive process. And you might not know how your actions are going to unfold, but you do have control over how and when and who you spend your time and energy with. That's the training, you know, that's the part that we were talking about today in in the Believe 7-day challenge, is showing up and doing the work, even though you're afraid. You know, that's the work, that's the training. So while everyone else is sort of spending their lives getting caught up in things that they can't control, you know, the ones that are unconsciously reacting to things because we have all these past traumas and stories, the history running our life, there's no space to put into your life, into the things that you do have choice about in your life. So what if you start shifting your focus and you really start to be aware, really aware of not what's going on behind you in your rearview mirror, but bringing your focus to what's in front of you, what is in the present moment, right here, right now. And I want to show you my cats because they're watching the birds. There's a bird in the tree, little white-eye, eating the fruit. But yeah, you know, when you start to focus your attention on what is possible, then you can go into intention, into awareness, to create the space for what is required to create your living legacy in the present moment. So here's a little exercise. When you find yourself going into that place of what could have been, all the coulda, shoulda, wouldas of what happened, your historical culture, could you just stop, you know, put a big stop sign in front of you and remember that you can't change what's happened. And we did a forgiveness exercise. Some of you were on it. You know, it was a powerful process to realize you can't live your life from historical culture. You can't live your life from the stories of what was. All you can do right now is choose to commit to the now, to the present, and to remind yourself over and over again, and this is why I love mantra, the power of 3, that this is my reality. I'm choosing this now, even though I'm afraid, that I am a powerful creator of magnitude. And you can choose to live present in that right now, with a smile on your face. Yes, Christina. You know, it's all you have. So when you find yourself going to the place of what could be, you know, what's catching your attention to get worried or caught up in it, just stop and ask yourself, is this true? You know, the work of K.T. Byron is amazing, because what you think is true is not necessarily still like truth. But asking yourself, is this true? Remember, trauma is not in the event. It's the issues in your tissues of that timeline of the trauma that's holding you back from getting the results that you want in your life. You know, not in the future, but right now. So would you be willing, just for today, going forward, to go forward with the intentional presence that is your living legacy? Ah, give me some love. I love you. Janine, Alexandra, Jocelyn. Hey, gorgeouses. So that's my little take on presence. Wherever you are, would you be willing to be present and know that the gift is in the present, that you are to the world, and that by you showing up and living into what is available to you in this moment, that is as simple as it needs to be, to just enjoy being. So I'm going to play with my cats. I'm going to stomp on, I could make some apricot wine maybe with all these. What do you think? You know, but what if you could just enjoy where you are in this moment? Be like my cat. This is little Snowy. I'll show you her. But I think I'm done for today. But there's Snowy. Hey, Snowy. Snowball. Hey, hi, gorgeous girl. Hi. Say hi. Look at you. You know, nothing like choosing a white coat, being called Snowy, and your best thing is rolling in the dirt. What if you could just roll in the dirt, regardless of the fact that the dirt will come off? It doesn't define you. You know, she has a beautiful white coat. She's having a good roll. What could you roll in today that's going to give you absolute pleasure just in the present moment of choosing it because it makes you feel good? So I'll leave it at that. Love you guys. Have a beautiful weekend wherever you are. Be amazing and know that the world isn't waiting for someone like you. The world is waiting for you and what only you have to give to the world. Airport wine. Awesome, Janine. Cheers. Cheers. Happy Friday. Happy life. Keep going. You're amazing. Yeah. And what if your purpose, remember? What if your purpose right in this moment is just to be present? Present with who you were with. Turn off your phones. I'm going to go inside. I'm going to go and make something beautiful for dinner. Appreciate where the food came from and just spend some time with my family. And for now, I'm going to just watch the birds eating the apricots off the tree and my cats having a good roll out here and keeping me company. So know that your present is the gift of staying present with where you are, knowing that everything that you have done, all the challenges, all the hardships, everything that has happened to you up until this point has got you to this moment where you are the amazing, wise, incredible person that you came into this world to be. Lots of love. Bye. Mwah.